Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing our fourth 3-episode series on the Kingdom Cup. That's right guys, it is the beginning of that rock, paper, scissors meta. But before we get into that, make sure to smash that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to stay up to date on all Silph Arena and PvP content. Now on to the video. As you remember guys, the Kingdom Cup was the beginning of the rock, paper, scissors meta. And the reason why they call it the rock, paper, scissors meta is because it's basically like almost like 3 types. You have Lucario at the top, and then Lucario will counter the anti-flyer counters, and then you have those guys that will counter the flyers that counters Lucario. So it's a really complicated situation, but at the end of the day, if you guys don't remember how the Kingdom Cup meta was, they used to call what people used to use the ball core. Now, if you guys don't know what the ball core is, you guys have not competed in the Kingdom Cup. You guys started playing in the Silph Arena afterwards, which is awesome. The ball core basically means Bastiodon, Altaria, Lapras, and Lucario. So that was the core of basically everybody's team. It went Blaziken or Flygon. Like again, the options were endless, but it all went down to that rock, paper, scissors, which means that the lead was extremely important. If you lost the lead, it was a very big chance that you were going to lose that match. Not saying that you were going to actually lose. It's not 100% sure ever. Again, people make mistakes, etc., etc. So again, it was very reliant on that lead to kind of almost secure the win almost. Besides the ball core, we also had other Pokemon that would actually be very, very reliable to be on your team. We also had Alolan Marowak, we had Dragonair, we had Kingdra, and of course we also had Steelix. But there was one Pokemon that shook up the entire meta, and I remember this correctly because I was the first one to post this video. It was the man, the legend, Bronzong himself. That's right, Bronzong, one of the best generalists in the Kingdom Cup. And the reason why he was so good was because he kind of broke that rock, paper, scissors meta. It didn't really matter if you led with Bronzong, you had a decent matchup against almost anything of the rock, paper, scissors. The only thing that really destroyed him was Steelix. And that brings me into my next topic. My next topic is going to be on the changes of the meta. Now, number one, we're going to be talking about Bronzong. Now, we know Bronzong he was amazing back then, and now he is even better. Now, Bronzong has access to Psyshock and Bulldoze, and that just makes Bronzong from good to great, which now makes Bronzong even more relevant in the Kingdom Cup. Last but not least, Bronzong hard counters Blaziken, and funny enough, Blaziken are going to be our next topic. Blaziken now has access to Blaze Kick and Blast Burn. Now, personally, I would run both those moves because Blast Burn is OP, and you also have Blaze Kick, which is going to be super spammy with the fast move counter. Before, Blaziken was literally meant for his counter. Like, it was very rare, I wouldn't say very rare, I would say it was very unreliable to be able to pull off a Brave Bird. Now that you have Blaze Kick and you also have Blast Burn, like, he becomes a lot more reliable, and he's also now able to bust shields with that Blaze Kick and of course Blast Burn. And last but not least, we have Bastiodon. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, but Bastiodon killed my resources, just absolutely murdered my resources. I remember spending like 300,000 Stardust with like the second move set, and I'll drop like 200 something rare candy. Like, it was insanity, but I had to have it, so I went crazy. I did Wafu like crazy. I got a bunch of rare candy, and I just had to just get that Bastiodon all the way up. And that Bastiodon right now is actually at 1499 CP with both movesets, so I'm pretty happy about that. But remember guys, not everybody was able to get that. And now we have a solution. We have something called Probopass. Probopass is now a perfect replacement to Bastiodon. I remember, guys, people were like a little bit hesitant in actually participating in the Kingdom Cup because they just didn't have the resources to be able to pull off a Bastiodon. But now, competing in the Kingdom Cup is going to be a whole lot more affordable. Finally, the Kingdom Cup hasn't really changed all that much, just a couple Pokemon with a couple different movesets. But again, guys, just remember, with those different movesets, the type of gameplay that you're going to be doing in the Kingdom Cup might alter a little bit. You might switch with other times you wouldn't have. But remember, guys, just overall, it hasn't changed that much. Now I've put a team together and we did some battles, so let's see how really bad I did.
You know, and they ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
We're going to be starting off with our man Lucario, and he's going to be bringing in his Lapras, so this looks like a really great lead for us, and I think we won that rock, paper, scissors battle. Alrighty, so now he brings in his Lucario, we switch in, and we're going to bring in Altaria. The only thing is we have to really be careful for is going to be that Shadow Ball. Now, we know he got a lot of energy there, so we're like, you know what, we're not going to take this bait, we're going to shield here, and it was a Shadow Ball, so now we're going to be going in and trying to get as much energy as we can before we take down that Lucario. We couldn't J-farm him because we knew he was going to be able to get to another Shadow Ball before we finished him off. So now we had to go Sky Attack, and we're going to be able to finish off that Lucario. Now we're going to wait and see what he's going to be bringing back in. Now, we know we have our Altaria, and he has a little bit of energy right now. So we're like, okay, you know what? We're still switch locked. Can we get to this Sky Attack? Yes, we can. So now what we're going to do is we're going to actually try to use the Sky Attack. Yes, we're using our energy, but we're trying to wait out that switch clock. We're trying to get our Altaria out of there before that switch clock, to actually expire. So we're like, can we do this? Can we do it? Can we do it? Can we do it? Yes, we did. We did it. We brought in the Lucario, and I don't think he knows we did that because we did it right before Altaria actually fainted. But don't forget, guys, Altaria did have a Sky Attack. And so now we're going to shield here, and we're going to be going in with a Power Up Punch, and we know how much a Super Saiyan Lucario is with those Power Up Punches against a Bastiodon. We are forcing that shield, and now we're going to be going ham with those counters, and we're like, oh, this is a little bit of a problem because we don't have any shields. We don't have any shields. And we all know what Battle Hero says, shieldless Lucario is a dead Lucario, and that is exactly what happens. And now we're going to be bringing in our Alolan Marowak, and we're like, oh my gosh, this doesn't look good. Like, no, it doesn't look good at all. And we're like, okay, let's pull off this Bone Club and hope for the best. So there it is. We knew exactly that was going to be coming because now he's going to be able to get to his Stone Edge. Will we be able to get to it? No, we will not be able to get to that Bone Club. And again, guys, remember I told you I did pretty terrible these rounds. So it's okay. I'm exhausted. I worked all day. So we're just going to be okay with it because now we had our Altaria on the back with all that energy and just went to waste. Now we're going to be going into round 2, and we're going to be starting off with our Lucario again, and he's going to be bringing in his Probopass, so we win the lead in this rock, paper, scissors meta for the second time. And now we're going to be waiting to see what it's going to be, and we're like, you know what, fine, you know what, we're gonna bait a little bit here. We're going to be doing some power up punches, see if we can do some mind games. Yes, we did. We got the shield there. And now that we got the shield, we're going to be gunning for that Shadow Ball. And we're like, you know what? Okay, Lucario is going to be getting hit with the Sky Attack. So we are going to shield this no matter what. We are shielding this because now we're going to be able to get to this Shadow Ball. And once we get the Shadow Ball off, we're either going to be taking out that Altaria or we're going to be forcing that shield, and we're going to switch up right out of here. We are not waiting anymore because remember that, guys, that Altaria is switch locked, which means he won't be able to do nothing to our Blaziken. Sorry, Blaziken, our Bastiodon. And we're like, okay, cool, yeah. Do your Sky Attacks, do your Dragon Pulse. We don't care because Bastiodon don't care. Bastiodon is the tank of the Kingdom Cup because he's insane of how bulky he is. It's actually insane. Like him, Azumarill, like very, very similar. Now, we are full of energy, we're like completely locked and loaded, and we're like, yeah, whatever, man, bring whatever you want in, we're cool with it, because now we are going to be giving some Bastiodon revenge. He beat us in round 1 with Bastiodon, he basically wiped our entire squad, but now we're going to be going in and trying to do the exact same thing against him for round 2. So now we're waiting to see what it's going to be. It's probably going to be a Magna Bomb because Magna Bomb is the only thing that can do somewhat damage to us. And we're like, yeah, that's fine, no problem. We are not shielding any of this because we know we have another flamethrower, and flamethrower is going to be able to do some work to that Probopass because it's flamethrower, right? It's an awesome move, and he has some steel typing, so I think he has some steel typing actually. Anyways, so we take him out with a couple more smackdowns, and he is left with his Lapras, and he is left with one Pokemon while we have all 3 remaining, and we're like, yeah, you know what? We're cool with it. We're gonna shield here because we know that he is a shieldless Lapras, and we know we're also gonna be able to get to that Stone Edge. Now Stone Edge is gonna be able to do some massive work against that Lapras because it's Stone Edge and he has Ice typing. So again, guys, Stone Edge is such a huge move, and we're gonna be able to just finish him off with some more smackdowns. And that is the end of round 2. Now we're gonna be going into round number 3, and this is just just get ready for it. It was a terrible mistake on my behalf, and now we have an Altaria versus Altaria battle here. We're like, okay, cool. Let's see who is gonna get the CMP here. Who will get it? Because remember, guys, we have a shiny, and shinies do more damage. And now we're going to be just going on with that Sky Attack. Will we get the Excellent? Yes, we will. And then we get that Sky Attack, and we force that shield. So we're like, great, there you go. That's all we wanted to do. We wanted to either force a shield or basically take out that Altaria. And now we're going to be shielding as well. So now we're matching up shield to shield. And again, guys, this is probably a situation where it's right a little bit after this where I made a huge mistake, and I shouldn't have done it. But it's okay. Will we be able to finish him off with just fast moves? No, we had to get to that Sky Attack because we knew that he would have been able to pull off his Sky Attack, and we just didn't want that. So we end up taking him out, and we're going to wait to see what it is that he's going to be bringing back in. What he's going to be bringing in is going to be a Bastiodon, and we're like, okay, wait, you know what? We don't want to shield lock ourselves. We don't want to do that. We're cool with this. So what are we going to do? We're going to bring in Lucario. He switches. I switch. I'm like, what just happened? What just happened? He brought in Lucario. I was like, wow, I completely messed up here, guys, because I brought in Bastiodon. It was not a good idea. No, just don't ever do what I just did. It was terrible. Now, okay, guys, just watch me just get my ass handed to me. It's fine. Just watch the rest of this. I don't even want to commentate on this. It was just so bad. And we're like, yeah, okay, Lucario. Shieldless Lucario is a dead Lucario. Now he's going to be pulling off a Power-Up Punch, and Power-Up Punch is basically going to wipe out our Lucario. Yep, and that is the end of round 3. Thank you guys for watching my terrible gameplay. Alright guys, so don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and just keep watching how terrible I do in some of these videos.
You know, and they ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
It's just bad. No, I'm just kidding. Majority of the time we do well, but this was just terrible. But again, guys, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one.